Welcome to the Real Double Dose Channel broadcast station, focused on the real reals of real life, love, growth, and of course, elevation within all levels. RDDC is exactly the place where anyone can discover more depth, love, light, and clarity within themselves, and elevate from other people's walks of life, conversations, and questions, along with deeper insights. So tune in and be a part of the Double Doses with Lexus T and RDDC.
Right. Well, you know what time it is, and that is, yes, your girl Lex. So welcome to Beyond RDDC Presents. That's right. RDDC presents the Real Double Dose channel. If you haven't heard, but you do because you're on this frequency, that is presenting FDS, and that's duh. Flip the switch. And we're with here right now with Hector Olvera and the different conversations that we're about to have. So wherever you're tuning in from, because we know there's countries and cities and towns that we never heard of, and thank you for your love and support. Remember to sign up always at RDC, and that's the realdoubledosechannel.com, as well as www.spiritandmindelevation.com, just to have some good catalogs you can check out when you're ready. Angela's a work in progress on that. Let's leave your girl alone. She is definitely the go-to. But we also have unveiling itself is www.fliptheswitch.com, which is going to be launching itself either on our webpage or many, many more. So without that, I'm going to give you some more information later on, but we need to get the Mr. Prime Time here that is leading on our journey with the FDS, hashtag Flip the Switch, Hector Olvera. Sorry.
What's up, man? What's up? Thank you for that introduction. Hey,
Yes.
I love it. I love it. The crowd went wild. Yeah. But nah, yeah, I'm ready. I'm ready for that. We're getting ready for that drop. We're getting ready to see what's going on with that. Just sneak peeks, everything going on out here. But this is definitely a good topic that could lead up to it. Almost like a setting up to it. And the topic we're gonna talk about today is how Lex does it, the hashtag unmasked.
Don't hate. Participate.
Nah, it's not, hey, I'll
No,
promise.
I know it's not hating, but those out there who want to throw some shade in the comments later on, I'm just saying. Hashtag
Nah.
unmasked. Hashtag unmasked.
That's
It's
right.
hard to say the ED part on unmasked, but if people understand, you'll see what the title is. And this actually was inspired by Mr. Olvera himself. I call him Olve. Now that's my name. Okay. That's my name that I call him. Okay. That's Papa
Exclusive.
right there exclusively. But I just want to let you guys reference that. So what he would, and before, I'm sorry, Mr. Olve. I gotta do this. But we're gonna be releasing some other stuff, and there's gonna be something that dropped before this and after that you can sign up for the different kind of structures. Now, I don't want to put too much emphasis on goodies, but that's all it's about here. Whether we're dropping jewels of knowledge, of understanding, anything that we do associated with hashtag RDDC and hashtag Flip the Switch when it comes down to Lex and Mr. Olvera. Okay, Hector,
Yes,
we're going to be doing these things. We're going to be doing these things and getting them out here. It's all about rewarding the system and rewarding yourself. And then it's finding that. Because there's no way you're going to be able to enjoy any of the goodie bag that we have if you haven't yet taken the steps to fulfill yourself in the journey that you should and do. Because there's no point in leaving and going on a giveaway or any kind of ambiance at a romantic dinner if you're still stuck in the same mindset. And first of all, spirituality and the
That's right.
mentality and the spirituality that connects to the creator, not just sitting, like I said before, and it's not just yoga and sitting there with some tea looking out the window. That can be your thing, but it's not the ultimate way. So I just want to leave that hashtag unmasked. Let's get into it. He's going to give you the breakdown.
Let's get it.
And I'm excited because I'm learning from him a lot more. And that's my twin flame. Let's go.
Yes, we am. So to break it down real quick, unmasked is basically inspired from just unveiling and being able to self-analyze ourselves a little more. Obviously, it's very relevant to everything going on right now. The COVID situation, should we or should we not wear a mask? Now, the question for you would be, do you or do you not wear a mask? Simple question. It stems from a very relevant situation. But where do you lie in that answer? Now, if you answered one or the other, as in yes, why? Oh, that's a question that doesn't get asked too often now, right? Why? Why did you choose to or choose not to? Some people, if let's say, for example, you chose yes, are just so following, so obedient that they're willing to follow you into the depths of hell. And that cannot not be good all the time. It's good to have obedience, but you can't just be a yes man. You can't just be a people pleaser, right? And on the other side of that spectrum is the people that just say no because they feel like that's their identity. They don't want to go with the crowd. They want to be forcefully against it, do their own thing, constantly rebel, right? Everything's a spectrum, everything has balance. Now, if you said yes, we're going back to the yes side. There could be reasoning for that. There could be that maybe you looked up all the consequences behind what's going on, making sure that everything falls into place. Yes, COVID is something really real. Lex herself struggled with it, and it seemed like it almost took her out, really. And that was not good. That was not okay. And that was from the lack of knowledge from her family, right? So ignorance can literally kill. And going off into
That was
red
deep.
flag.
That was deep. That was deep.
Yeah, exactly. So being on one side or the other,
Can I
those
just say
are
one thing? Can I just say one thing? I know for all you. Yeah, he was right. It almost took me out. It's like a sniper. Boom.
yeah, that was horrible times. Horrible
Yeah.
times. That was neither of us were too happy there.
No, no.
But absolutely. And either side, whenever you are on one or the other of those extreme sides of the spectrum, it comes from the underlying box that you have. And that's why this episode is unmasked. To take that mask off and be able to self-evaluate yourself. To look at exactly why. Look at the why. Did you choose yes because you're in your own box? You don't want to mess with politics or whatever you want to call it. You don't want to mess with that. Or did you just say no because you want to be comfortable and you want to go against the government and your mindset is F the police, everything the government does is wrong, this and that. And if you're in either one of those boxes, you need to open up your mind because that causes ignorance. You build yourself a little box that you're just so comfortable in. If I say yes to everything, I can't upset anybody. If I say no to everybody, I can't have expectations from anybody. Whatever the situation or grounds of your box may be, you're in a box. See, we have to be able to build that discernment, build the ability to make choices for ourselves. And we can't do that without knowing the consequences. So back to the whole situation of the masks. If yes, what are the consequences of wearing it? Okay, some people try to come up with the thing that it's hard to breathe or it really has no effect or this and that. So if you just go based off of that, not go into real studies and you're just following a certain crowd or not following a certain crowd, then that's just your lack of knowledge. You need to look directly for that information yourself or do your own test. Like we can literally put on a mask, spray a bottle through it, or whatever you want to do and see if it's true or not. And we got to do this with everything in life. It's not just this situation. This situation is very relevant to it. Why do you continue certain patterns that you do? Why do you drive to work every day, drive in the same traffic, and constantly get upset over it, for example? Why do you keep putting yourself in situationships, as Lex says it, situationships that are detrimental and that go nowhere? Why do you do that? Situations, yeah, situations. Like, why do you do that? Where does it come from? And that's where this self-evaluation comes from. Go deeper, look at yourself, because we have all these external senses. We have sight, We look outside. We have smell. We smell what's outside. We taste things that we put into our mouth. We feel everything outside. Obviously, we can also feel somewhat inside and feel pain, things like that. And we can hear things that come outside from the outside frequencies, from outside vibrations. But what internal senses do we have that we can really use to self evaluate ourselves? What are we using to look at ourselves and take that beam out of our own eye? You could be over here horrible at relationships because of an underlying problem that you had no idea was there, but you're over here telling your girlfriends, hey, you suck at that relationship you're in is just going. You're over here single as a Pringle, spending every night watching Netflix.
Wait a minute. He just dropped single as a Pringle. Hashtag, remember when you heard it first, single as a Pringle. What? Once you then stop.
Watching Netflix, watching Chick-fil-A. You know what I'm saying?
Single as a Pringle. I like that. Go on.
By the time alone, like that's where it really comes from. Is that we have to be able to self-evaluate ourselves more. We have to have that conscious awareness of ourselves, that self-awareness, and that's huge.
Well, you know what? Huge. If I may interrupt you for a moment.
Yes.
And I'm just going to say for everyone to be fair purposes, I have stepped into a new magnitude where it's going to kind of miniature shift what I'm about to say, but it's only for a reason of today's been appointments and procedures kind of thing. I'm in pain a little bit. But ultimately, we're going to be having some ones where you can see us on screen and our new apparel that you're going to be able to purchase pretty soon and get your own. Yeah, but, I think it's good. Since I'm transitioning to go over there to the big, I'll reveal it when I'm there. I want a little surprise there, but it's still the fundamentals of it. Now, this is where Hector can come in and talk about that perspective, but this is actually from him. Now, this is the hashtag Unmasked, which is his wonderful episode, and as well as him unmasking me. Now, throughout the time, I call it STF, spiritual twin flame, and more. Twin flame is everything and beyond soulmate, but a spiritual twin flame is even a higher vibrational magnitude because it's coming together as a spirit, right? One. So I look at it, and through this intensified, miraculous, unique, unquestionable, questionable journey, it's amazing. I don't know who has never experienced a twin flame, but my goodness. It is the most the most unidentified thing in the world that is so amazing and so extraordinarily strange and throws you for a loop, but it's the most birthing. Doesn't it though? It brings you to a whole nother level. And I don't want anyone to feel envious. I'm not saying this to feel jealous, but it is so the other day, and I think it was yesterday, if I'm not mistaken, I did something that I had to practice what I preached a lot. And I really don't speak on the topic. And this is going, I know Hector's probably like, why she interrupt me right now? But I wanted to put this in before I forgot. Okay, thank you. Sorry about that. But I wanted to get to a point to where he helped me get to where I was like, I need the makeup we're going for the unmasked, right? But yes. I felt as though I needed makeup and not to identify my beauty. See, when he says, hey, beautiful, good morning, beautiful, how you doing? To me, it's just an extra compliment of how he feels towards me overall. But I was hearing Tyrese, the singer, Tyrese Gibson, I think his name was, he had said some little clip I heard. It was like a 30-second clip. And he was saying, well, a person shouldn't have to tell you you're beautiful every day for you to believe that you're beautiful. And I believe that you shouldn't depend on someone but I was like, he says it as an attribute added on to the things in which I embrace. No, even though the other part of me who's still shape-shifting and dealing with the different things of life, understanding all the things that come to us, especially women in this world, where it's magazines and you should be this skinny, you should have this booty, you should have this lipstick. It's always telling you what you should be or could be and why you're not enough of it. But it's not telling you why, right? Oh, we'll get more love. No, it doesn't. Friends from every level, from every look of life, still have it horrendously. But going back to the unmasked part, I usually put some makeup on And I'm not really one for the camera anyway. It doesn't matter if I was glam shots, but it's like I wanted to cover up the dark circles out of my eye. People, I didn't want it to be a contradiction to say, "Oh, well, Lex doesn't go to sleep." No, that's the thing. I have a sleeping disorder where my dad did too, and it led to his death ultimately. But mine is that my body doesn't shut down. It's not insomnia. It's been tested for 17 years with Mayo Clinic, but at the end of the day, it's just like my doctor said. Some people go on 3 hours of sleep and thrive, and some people need a full 10 hours to thrive. And I accepted that. And some things are just my spirit, what I'm going through. But I gave myself an excuse even more so. And sometimes I'm just not in them, but I didn't want to see anything beyond myself on a Zoom or anything without having some makeup cover my eyes or blemishes on my face. Most of you can concur to this. They even have men makeup now. Come on.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Foundation but yeah, that's another story. but I'm sorry, people, what's wrong with that? Listen, take what you want.
Anyways,
You heard what I had to say, but I mean, and I get it. Some people want to cover up their blemishes and keep moving, but I
yeah.
had the profound feeling, even though I was not even prepared. I just went and I shared my face, and that's, to me, that is humongous. It wasn't just he won't talk to me kind of third grade feeling. It was like, what am I doing?
Yeah.
And I'm like, why am I not doing this? And a minute ago, I just did it. I was showing my face to myself, and I'm like, you know what? I'm in pain right now. I'm in pain. Let's go from the feeling of energy and audio. It's fine. So I just want to say, unmasking it made me feel. And I said, why is it so important? And he was smiling at me. Now, this is Hector I'm talking about, everybody. Mr. Olvera over here. He was smiling at me so bright, like he just literally opened up this treasure chest that he found, like all these coins and all this magnitudes of stuff. And I'm thinking, what is going on with him? And then he said, I can really see you. That's what got me. And I'm
It was
thinking,
awesome, guys.
you know what? And I'm thinking to myself, like, man, like, what does he mean? I've been showing up every time. I've been here every time. Like, what's he mean? Me? Like, I'm not fake. And then all of a sudden, I'm like, yeah, well, matter of fact, I felt a certain, I didn't even actually like the uncomfortability of it. I don't mind a little bit of concealer to help with some dark spots. And I'm not trying to make people feel tired. Because sometimes I'm super hyper. I just look tired.
Yeah.
And that's from years of being completely saturated for the last stuff. There's a lot of stuff to sift off of an indigo. Hey, Yoka child. Okay, the prophet to seer, whatever you want to put in there, the God's little pool that he made my ingredients with. It's a lot that comes along with just breathing every day for each and every one of us. But it made me hashtag be unmasked, hashtag unmasked, hashtag unmasked, hashtag do it your way. Because it made me feel that way. I feel free now, where I'm like, man, why have I been procrastinating this whole time? And I could have just did it a million times. So many times I wanted to say hi to him. Hello. He's so quick to show his face no matter what's going on. He just gives this huge, big smile. And I feel so bad. Out of like 95% of the time he did it, I felt happy and blessed to see him. But I was like, I'm depriving him of that. And I'm like, that's not okay. I can see at least I'm doing it 7 out of 10 times, but I was doing it like barely 1 out of 10 times. And COVID did bring me. He mentioned that COVID brought me back to a place to where I never knew existed. So that didn't help at all. Brain fog, just feeling just completely exhausted. I literally started getting more of my momentum back over the last, what would you say? I say maybe 6, 7 weeks, I think, maybe 8 weeks.
Yeah, like 2 months.
Yeah. So I just wanted to put that in there. I didn't want to go on too long, but you know how it is. I just say like the unmasked feeling, and it's not just to say, and it's a disclaimer, everyone who feels like, oh, I just want to wear my cover girl, whatever. Hey, do what you need to do, but do it for a better reason, to not be covering up anything inside yourself or about yourself. Because ultimately, even if you feel or someone felt that you were the most wretched thing in the world to look at, remember, there's a million more eyes that see you as the most beautiful being on this world. And even if it didn't, even if it didn't, you still have the creator. You still have God. You still have the infinite source that made you specifically how you are, whether you have no limbs, no fingers, no legs, whether you're stuck in a wheelchair, whatever it may be, whether you have Down syndrome, whether you have anemia, whether you have lupus, whatever it is. I'm not saying those ailments were given to you to suffer, but you were made and you're on this journey for a reason. So live hashtag unmasked. Live it even for a day. Just try it a little bit at a time. And I'm taking baby steps.
Absolutely.
Baby steps I'm taking. But now I feel like I just uncracked something that never should have been there. No chains. I could sit there and choose to turn on my camera and spend time with my twin flame that easily. But I kept myself chained. Same thing. I wear a mask in the store today. Like some days I'm like, oh, I don't want to wear a freaking mask on my face. I just want to go in the store. And no one's forcing me at this point. It's not quote, and well, the hospital, yeah, but different stuff. I'm just saying, like, I did that because I wanted to feel masked. I wanted to hide myself in the store because I just wanted to have a nice time, but I wound up still having to take my mask off and talking to people. I can't negate the fact that I'm used as what the creator put me here to be. And a lot of times we do that. We mask ourselves and we put up these defense walls so we cannot become and not live into the full potential of what we have been called to be. That's what I noticed. And it still got me. It still nipped me in the butt later on. But we cannot continue to walk around that way because at the end of the day, do not let the richest place in the world be your regret for the people here in the world. And that is the graveyard. The graveyard is the richest place in the world and the most talented of gifts because so many of us die with those amazing seeds planted. And unfortunately, it dies off the other people that were waiting for those seeds to be blossoming here on earth. So that was my take on it. Thank you, Mr. Olvera. Appreciate it.
I love it. I love it.
Well,
And that's exactly where I was going with it too, is that we all wear masks and not just COVID masks that cover your face. No, we wear masks that cover our whole face, cover our whole being. We play the part of something that we are not. You were a lot different. Most of you are a lot different with your partner or a very close friend, your best friend, than you are out in public, than you are on top of a stage, than you are in front of a group of strangers that you've never met, but you have to talk to now. You're a lot different because you put a mask up for yourself. You don't fully accept yourself. And you don't know why. You're just stuck in a box. You're stuck in that condition of putting on that mask constantly. And that's where stepping out of your comfort zone is taken to the way it's supposed to be taken. It's not, hey, jump off a plane. That gets you out of your comfort zone. I mean, for some people that may work. For some people that could show you you're really not afraid. But it can be baby steps just like this. And I was so grateful that she showed me her face, showed me with no makeup, because I've seen it multiple times with makeup on. We've done our recordings, but it was just different. She glued different. The glow she had was really her. It wasn't no false confidence. It wasn't no mask. It was her. See, real beauty lies within who we really are.
amen.
But a lot of people don't know who they really are because we're so put in a box apart from what and who we were once upon a time. And now we have this falsehood mask that we use as our protection, that we use to play it safe. And that's not your fault. Not completely. Because as born in the flesh, our brain tells us to survive, to play it safe. Oh, you don't know what's over there, don't go over there. Those are barriers we must break through. As little kids, we were taught what's bad and what's good. There may be parts of you that somehow you deemed as bad. So now you no longer accept that. And that's putting on a mask. Okay, I can't be overly nice. I can't be overly loving. I can't show emotions or else it's bad. So now I have to be this tough cookie, walk around chest puffed up, can't be nice. And that's a falsehood. That's not really you. You can smell that. You can put as much perfume, cologne, air freshener on a pile of poo as much as you want
Tell it
But
like it is
regardless,
now. Tell it like it is. Go
regardless,
ahead.
that scent will break through, and you can feel that that is false. See, the real you, even if, let's say, for example, that piece of poo is a piece of poo, it'll have a lot more respect than a Febreze piece of poo. You
Good
know,
analogy. Good analogy. I'm sorry if you're eating lunch while you're listening to this right now.
to
But
use
you,
my
you catch
wilderness.
this trend, though. You catch this trend.
Yeah, I mean, you can't mask it. No matter how hard you try, you can't mask it. You can't put that mask on and expect people to really think that's you because you know that's not you. No matter if somebody has never met you before, they know that's not you because you carry yourself like it's not you. People can feel energy. They can feel when someone's not being authentic. Most people can. Sometimes people don't know. Sometimes people are very faithful, as I was once before, and they'll take what you say or what you play to be, and they'll say, okay, that's you, not knowing that you're a completely different person, that you're going to stab them in the back one day, that you're going to hurt them, that you're going to, whatever it is. But for the most part, people can tell when it's you or when it's not.
You know what, though?
And let me tell you, being you it's a privilege. It's a
Well, it is.
privilege because there's only one you.
Mm,
There's nobody
absolutely.
else like you.
Absolutely. You were saying something a minute ago, and I was thinking too, like, really, we can't expect anybody, and this is, I mean, people sensitive or not, like I said, if you have a disclaimer issue, go over to go to the real double dose channel.blogspot.com. You can check that out / check it out info and so much more in our terms and conditions and spirit of mind elevation terms and conditions if you feel some type of way. But let's just be real. If we had really kept our blinders, let's have a conversation right now. And we're going to bring this back to Hector and I. And I want your beautiful ears to listen in on our conversation. This is what we would be talking about if you were not tuning into this right now. And the same thing, we're just speaking more directly to you all. But I just want to say that we wouldn't get our feelings and our emotions so stirred in if we realized from what we know, see, as Heyokas, empaths, deep people who are into the journey of the Bible script, whatever it might be on that higher plane, it's still the point that we already knew they were coming in with mass per se. Like you said, we were hoping that it wouldn't be that way, but really, the only thing we were really falling into was the mask that they wore. It's almost like we liked the mask that they had on them, so it kind of lured us into what we already knew. We sniffed the poo with the Febreze, and we were accepting the Febreze, even though we knew it was a pile of shit. Let's be real about it. Hey, disclaimer, shit. That's what it is. It's poop. It makes me. It's a good learning journey, but eventually you got to ask yourself, man, come on. Like I had to tell myself that, like, no matter how many platonic situationships I go through, like, come on, man, you're just wasting your time. Like that 6-7 months or a year you're giving to this person that is just full of Febreze, and now the Febreze is already empty. You're just smelling the pile of poo. What are you doing? You're just wasting time at that point. And I just want to say disclaimer again, hashtag, I will say, even though I didn't know there were no makeup, I'm not a heavy makeup wearer. I probably wear makeup maybe like only when I come on screen or if I have to go somewhere quote important to a venue. But literally I can probably wear makeup maybe 4 times a year, right? And when I do wear it, it's not heavy eyeshadow. So you all there who are really drenching in and covering your pores, just remember, I put like my makeup takes me about 10 minutes to put on. That's how quick it is. So I know some people say they spend 2 hours on their makeup, which is excessively insane. I mean, to those who can do it for like special things, awesome. But if it's just every day to go outside and have someone accept you, don't. Because what I will say is a person real quick to say, man, when I took this such and such home, and it happens to be a woman, she took off her eyelashes, she took off parts and pieces of her nails, she took off this hair, that's sacred. Leave people alone. But say she took off this, she took off that, she took off her push-up bra. And men have aesthetics too. He took off his toupee, he took off some of his now makeup, he took off whatever he had, making his chest look like he was Superman for a minute, whatever it might be. You go and you unveil that. Or a person told me, hey, I will start going out with him and start looking natural once I know he loves me. Once I know she loves me. I'm like, for what? Because you're saying right now, this
Yeah.
person where I'm at right now doesn't like, they only love the mask of me, but I'm trying to unmask myself slowly so that they'll love the real me. But in
Oh,
actual realities, we're not even being the real us. So we're loving the mask of ourselves as well. It's almost like, what do you call that? Seduction of falsehood, or like trying to get that. Because a lot of friends of mine, I'll meet them, we'll say, what's up? We meet different places and we meet with the makeup on. But it's not until I'm saying the ladies of us, it's not until they come to my door, I come to theirs with our hair up in a bun with no makeup on. That's when we really click. When we sit on the couch and talk about what's going on, they cry, or we talk and we just sitting there looking like, girl, I look like I don't know what today. Well, so do I. We look good. We smile. That's what it is. And when we see each other again with a little bit of makeup on when we out, we're like, hey, we feel like we knew the raw. See, I know what you mean now. I know what you mean now. Mr.
Exactly.
Obe, I know what you mean now, because that feeling where you're like, man, I really know who you are. I saw you. I see you. I feel you. I embrace you. So when you see them with makeup on again, you can respect that factor. You can kind of embrace, that's okay. I see you now. I can differentiate the mask and the unmask. No
Amen.
matter how raw a person is, that still is very much a part of it. So I just want to say this right here is something that we're going to be having. And I think I'm going to I know this is me coming in as a co-host, because this is the FDS right here. So I'm so used to being the rainmaker right here with holding the reins in my hands from RDC.
Oh yeah, I just got snatch them sometimes. I'm
Yeah,
telling
but
you.
you know what? It's okay though. We gave enough scathing and we got enough love in here, and we're getting to it as well. You can check out some of the lives that we'll be doing pretty soon that we'll be posting up on our YouTube channel, and different ones that we have, and we'll be putting those links up as soon as when our go-to Angela gets her style back in there. But he's going to inform you. Hector's going to inform you on some things coming up with our wonderful group and so much more. And then I'm going to polish the rest as we cap this hashtag unmask out, unless you want to add some more things about it before we get down into the time.
Look, I think that was a perfect bang to go out, because that was basically all of it. We got back to the beginning of where it came from, where it derives from. And that was great all around. That conversation we just had, I hope we broke it down for y'all enough to where y'all understood exactly what we were saying about the rawness and the taking off the mask. It's not just makeup. It's not so materialistic and physical as makeup. It's the false image that you put out, if that makes sense.
I mean, that's the same
So
thing as a cashier going to say, hey, hi, welcome. We understand it comes with the work and the job, but ultimately, if you're going to turn around once the moment they're gone, they're really genuinely trying to embrace you as a real happy person. And you say, oh my God, I can't stand serving them. That's falsehood. That's a mask right there.
oh yeah,
So like, I was just piggybacking off of what Hector's saying at the same time. Yeah. For those out there who are completely stuck at this mode where it's like, oh, I don't know if I should wear a mask or not. It's not about that all the way. It's the analogy. For people, I love my makeup. It's not about the makeup. It's about the analogy. So if you're seeing, and we know the audience we have and those who are coming on, so you understand it's a lot deeper than that. Those who are new coming on, look at the previous episodes and we'll get back to you. Saying.
Yeah, and that's a perfect build up too to what we are gonna do with Flip the Switch, about how we're gonna just unroot everything that we're so conditioned to. We're gonna uncondition the conditioned. We're gonna uproot all of that and put a solid foundation where it needs to be. You know, you can't build a house on sand. You can't build the house on just straight dirt. I mean, you can, but it won't be too sturdy. Definitely won't be sturdy at all on sand. You need to lay that foundation of concrete down before you start building the actual house. You can't do all that you do and then
have those things completely take over. Absolutely. So where are we at with this? Foundation, life. Don't mind me, people. I have a peanut addiction. I have that going on. Pero let's end this off with something good. So we have our hashtag giveaways coming up very soon, but the foundation is very important of what Hector was saying. and being able to have those things set up to where we feel better having more of a solid structure in our lives. The problem with most of us is that we have this weak foundation, loose, water comes in, takes it down, everything all around. But I just want to say, to end this off, because we need to end this right now anyway. I think we had a little bit of technical difficulty going on because, like I said before, I am transferring to go over to where Hector is, and it's going to be amazing when I'm there. Oh, there he is. But
it's rough. We're working with what we got.
Yeah, exactly. And that's pretty good, actually. But it's raw and real. It's unmasked. You know what I mean? It's unmasked. Life happens.
Absolutely.
Hiccups happen. Things happen. Cough, a sneeze, a chew, whatever.
People knock on your door and interrupt what you're doing. Absolutely. Things happen.
Stop. I knew it was going to come. But I'm going to tell them about this because now we're still breaking this down. And actually, to give you a little insight on it, we're breaking down the packages right now that we're going to be giving to you wonderful, wonderful souls. Now, it could be a lot of people have told me, especially a lot of my friends who have huge followings on YouTube. I mean, just sit there and know I've been with these people, friends with these people when they had barely 1,000 subscribers, and now they're up to like 2 million subscribers. So hashtag Randy, hashtag Cut, all you out there, we love you. And we'll be on your channels very soon being promoted by you for the wonderful extravaganza. So this is elevational, and the things that are going on are going to be available. But we have, drum roll, please. We have vacation giveaways, like we said before, and much more. But we also have
a lot of goodies.
We have Hector's going to be rolling out something that he's going to be having, and I don't want to say the name right now, but we're getting together those packages to say that link will be available. I know we've seen you all come over to the DDC and start subscribing for those email notifications. So blessings to you. Thank you very much. We see all your names and all your wonderful faces. And we're going to be having FDS.com roll out the red carpet. That will be also presented on the DDC.com. That's the RDDC.com. And you know what? I just want to say, beyond that, we're going to have travel giveaways exclusively. We're going to be having different gift boxes and so much mocktails, different ones we have from a lot of people. And it's not about solicitation. This is about you enjoying yourself and where you are. There's coming out of your pocket thousands unless you go there and spend thousands on some crazy casino. I don't know. That's up to you. But it's us rewarding the rewards that we get from the creator of all things. It's us rewarding you for taking the steps to get that. And you can find more information about that. And if you just want to be a part of the seminar, the free telecast, whatever we're going to be doing, if you want to just sit there and just get a notebook and jot down what you can, you can. And if you're going to be there for the special offer later, that's fine. If you want to have more mentoring with Hector and Lex, you let us know what you want to do. But it's going to be amazing regardless. And there's gift cards being given away too. We have certain sponsors that will be there, and we're guaranteeing you'll probably have at least 3 or 4 of these restaurants in the vicinity of where you are, as well as a free pass with, you said it, DoorDash and Uber. So you can have that delivered to you for free, PayPal over to your account, ASAP by yours truly. Just wanted to roll that out. So anyways, do you want to add any single final words for now, Mr. Olvera?
Just prepare yourselves. Get ready. Yeah, get ready. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great.
Yeah, next time.
I can't wait for the in-person ones too. You know, the in-person events that we're gonna have.
Yeah. He tried to put a little extra on there. Okay, let's say something about it. Okay, we're gonna be having live events. That's right. So we're not gonna be dealing with the cold up here anymore, unless we just have a random one up here. But we're gonna be having in the South. Absolutely. I'll just say that for now. Yeah, we're gonna have exclusive event tickets that you'll have to either print out or have the email code to your account, and it's going to be exclusively open to only so many seats that we will have available at the live. So you have to secure those ahead of time, and you will have a good time. We'll have about a good 8 weeks before that time, so you can make time to be there exclusively. And maybe we'll even have 2 events coming in there. But that's what Hector's talking about, our live events coming. And we have that already halfway set up with a couple organizations around the southern state that we're transferring to. I want to roll out more to you, but right now it's all about and the grace of where we can with the Creator's blessing. So thank you for this episode. Thank you, Hector, for allowing me to come on the hashtag FDS co-partnership. What?
You know what
Get
it
it?
is.
Yeah, you know what it is. So without further ado, we're going to let Risco do his job. He does it best. He does it best with his editing and so much more. But remember to be the change, feel the passion, embrace the power of the spirit. That's what we do rock over here. And remember to seek the truth and become the light and let it shine within you. As FDS is always moving forward to say, and check out more on those rollouts and callouts at www.spiritandmindelevation.com and as well as www.realdoubledosechannel.com and as well as Real Double Dose Channel /blogspot.com for different things rolling out. And we have a beautiful ensemble. And I just want to say emphasis. There's so much. And I told you this is coming. I told you a while ago, keep having faith. And there's different things rolling out. We have a whole ensemble of awesome, amazing guests from the CBD industry, from the top rap clans and different things going on, just different things where people have been rolling out the red carpet. We're all about elevation on here. And there's a lot of jewels that are going to be dropped again. So this time when we launch the interviews, especially with Hector here now, it's going to be phenomenal. So I can't wait for that to roll out. We already have that on a roll call. Be looking out for the schedule. Check out what's going on. Thank you for your loyalty, your listens, your downloads, all the stuff that you do to let us know that you're there all the time. That really encourages what's going on even more. We love you and you're amazing. And this is for our family on the audio. And soon we'll be hitting on the video, but Hector and I will see you later on. So blessings.
See you on the next.
Love. Yeah, we'll see you on the next one. Bye.